Alright, so I'm going to show you guys how I rig up a jerk bait. It's a little different than some people do. It works for me, at least. Jerk bait's one of my favorite artificials to use. And the thing is that this will make it pretty much completely weedless. There's not really... I mean, the only way you're going to get weeds on the front of it is if you bring it through a pile of mush and it gets like wrapped up in the line. But you won't get snagged because of the hook of the bait with this way of doing it. So in order for me to show you, I'm going to actually rig one up. So basically, I love Z-Man. Love Z-Man jerk shads, especially because the product floats if you're fishing in really shallow water. If you're fishing in really shallow water, and if you rig it up or fishing a lot of weeds and you want to keep it up, it almost acts like a top water. And that can be extremely beneficial. So I got a 3/0 Mustad Ultra Point grip and pin hook. I believe this is a 3/0, it might be a 4/0. Mustad Ultra Point grip and pin hook. One thing I like about the grip and pin, you can see it right there, that little plastic piece that's right there. So the thing about it is that the bait will rest on that, and it'll keep the bait from sliding down the shank of the hook. And you can use this on pretty much whatever soft plastic you want to rig weedless, whether it be a worm or a swim bait or something. They also make weighted ones, which I'll show you here. They make weighted ones as well. And so the thing about the thing is that because Z-Man is the way it is and it floats, you kind of have to overcompensate for the weight of the actual weight. It's almost like you're going to the next step up. So for instance, if I wanted to put a 1/16 ounce weight, a belly weight on here, I'd probably bring it up to like an 1/8 or something like that, a little bit heavier, because it won't sink as quickly as a 1/16 normally would with a normal, like a super fluke or something, because the material floats. And because the material is the way it is, Z-Man being extremely stretchy and able to take a lot of abuse, you can put a big weight through it, and it won't rip it up. It won't destroy it. So I don't start by rigging the bait up first. What I like to do is put the hook on first. So we don't even need the bait at the moment. Get the hook, and what I do is just tie a simple uni knot. You can do whatever knot you like. If there's not much structure for me to worry about, I'll tie on a loop knot. But then you're leaving yourself with a little bit of a tag or something that's going to get caught up in the grass. So it really all depends on what kind of lake or body of water you're fishing. That's pretty much what it boils down to. Do you want it to be super extremely weedless? Then I'll tie a uni knot. If I want a little bit more movement or freedom and I don't have to worry about structure, then I will tie on a loop knot. Cut this tag end off. Don't do that at home, guys. My teeth are flat on one side because I bite my leaders. So we got that tied on now. Pretty simple. This is the important part. So when you're rigging it, oftentimes you rig it, just about to the bend of the hook. So about right there is usually where people like to, and it'll come out about halfway through there, and then you bring it down. What I like to do is I like to put it through a little bit more until it starts bending a little bit, and bring the hook point out. You can see where the little belly slot is for the hook starts about right here where my finger is, and most people only bring the hook point to about right here. So what I do is I put it almost to where the belly slot is, just a little bit out in front of it, and I pull it all the way through. When I bring it down, because it's a grip and pin, I pull it all the way through and then pull it back, or if I can, that one just kind of popped out. So what you do with the grip and pin is just kind of let it sit there. you see the gripping pin kind of sits right underneath the neck of the bait, and it keeps that bait from falling over it. Now, with this 3/0 hook, it literally goes right to the end of that little incision where you put the hook. So then I go about normally how you would rig up a Texas rigged bait. Bring it up and through. There we go. So you can either leave it like that, or if you want to make it completely weedless, just tuck it in a little bit. There you go. So it looks a little different. It sits back a little bit. But what this does is that the knot is inside the bait. You can see there is no tag end or anything. It's literally just straight line coming out of here. And what that does is it makes it as weedless as you could possibly get it. There's really no way for grass to get caught on it unless it gets caught on the line. It's super soupy and it gets stuck up on the front here. But there's no like tag ends or any little bits and pieces for that line to get caught up into. And this bait right here is deadly. Snook, bass, all that. They absolutely crush it. So that's a bit on that. So I'm gonna go show you my boat. So this is my new boat. It's a 15-foot Aeroglass, 1974, and it's set up as a bass boat right now. Set up as a bass boat, and I'm still working on it. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be done, but it's got a 50 horsepower Evinrude Sizzler on it. Side console at the moment. I'm going to make this guy a center console. This is a live well right here. I'm going to put center console, which I actually already got one. Bought it off a guy for 20 bucks. So that part's out of the way. I just got to install it, but I'm not sure how much of this stuff works. I'm still working on that, but hopefully next month I'll get this guy in the water and start fishing from it. A lot of videos are going to come from this guy. Alright guys, I appreciate all the support and all the views. So if you like this video, leave a like, a comment, and if you haven't subscribed, subscribe already. I'm almost to 3,000. That'd be pretty sweet to get to. And more videos are going to start rolling. I'm going to do a lot more videos like this if you guys liked it. So I got a few more tips and tricks that I'd like to go over, and I'll make it into videos. So if you have any other questions, leave it in the comment section. So basically, I was going to go fishing today, but it is freaking hot. So I might wait until later in the afternoon when it cools down a little bit. We'll see. But again, thank you for watching, and have a good rest of your day.